Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Sunniva.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at our top 20 to 11 games of 2019.
Yes, excitement through the roof! This is gonna be awesome, but before we do that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please click the subscribe button. That will make us super duper happy.
Yes. So, what do you think about the gaming year of 2019?
I think it's been pretty good. We have played around 150 games from this year. It's a lot. I think it's the biggest year for us for playing amount of games. We have played some really bad games, but we also have played enough good games that we want to do a top 20 instead of just a top 10.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the warm-up till the top 10. The top 10 is coming on Monday, so only a couple of more days to wait. But I'm also super excited to talk about these games.
Yes,
because I didn't have a problem making this top 20. I actually made a top 40.
Oh,
so
that's a lot.
You might get a bonus video, just super quick bonus video with the rest of my list. You didn't make that long list.
I made like a top 30 and then picked from them. I was kind of harsh so that it wouldn't take forever to rank them.
Because you love ranking games.
No.
But you're ready now with the list.
Yeah, I am. So we basically had too many honorable mentions to do just a top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, and I think like we played enough games to be able to make an actual top 20.
Yes.
Like if I played 40 games, I wouldn't be enough to make a top 20. Almost not enough to do a top 10. Of course, if you play 10, you can still do a top 10, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
So these are the top 20 games that we played this year.
Yes.
That was released this year. So that's enough babble. People are like, get to it! And that's the start of all our top 10 lists, so...
Do you want to start?
Ooh, switching it up. Okay, I'm gonna start with my number 20. My number 20 is Flotilla.
Okay, cool.
It's a super good game. We did a review of it now. So top 20, people say like, oh, this is low. No, it's not. We played 150 games. It could have been 130 spaces longer down on the list.
Yes.
So top 20 for Flotilla, which is kind of a Concordia style game with this super neat mechanism where you can kind of in the middle of a game or whenever you want basically switch everything you're doing, turn everything around and play another game. So it's an apocalyptic game. You're in the Flotilla. You will be out in the
ocean.
Sink side. We did this in review. Yeah, in the ocean, in the sink side, and getting resources, and you can move into the Flotilla to build buildings and get points in different ways. So that is Flotilla, my number 20.
Yeah, I really like this game. They're really trying something new here, and I think that's really cool that they're bringing something new to the hobby.
Absolutely. So that's my number 20. Do you want to go to your number 20?
Yes, I want to do that. That's
I'm excited for your list.
Kind of the point of this video.
Yeah.
My number 20 is Aquatica.
Oh, cool.
And this is a neat little game that flows pretty quickly. You're playing cards like Concordia style. Yeah, the same.
Yeah, like micro turns. Like you play a card, do the action.
Yep. And you're trying to make these combos by conquering these locations that has like special abilities when you trigger them.
Yes.
But you also need to trigger all of them to score the location in itself. So you have to figure when to do certain things and make good combos, and it's a race for the special goals for the round. So it plays really fast, and I think it's cool.
And you're really good at it. I think you won every single time you played.
So
we also did a review for this, so you can check out more in-depth about that as well. That's your number 20.
Yeah.
Aquatica. My number 19 is a game called Alubari, a nice cup of tea.
Cool.
It's kind of Snowdonia 2.0, so it's a worker placement game where you are placing workers to do actions.
What?
And you're trying to build rails, getting tea plantations to produce tea, which give you special abilities. But basically what you're doing is building the railway and building the different stations to get victory points. It's kind of straightforward, but and nothing really groundbreaking in the game. It's just Snowdonia, always been a game that I really enjoy to play, and Alubari, just a couple of things I think I like better. We are going to do a playthrough or review of it in the new year, or maybe in December. I don't remember the schedule, but it's coming. But it's a game that I really enjoyed, and I enjoyed it because it's my number 19. Alubari.
It's a super solid game. I will really like Snowdonia, so this has a lot of similarities and super solid.
Number 19.
Yeah. My number 19, I have to check. I think I have to check for all of these.
It's hard to remember the list,
My number 19 is Wingspan.
Cool.
It's a long time since we played it. This came out in the beginning of the year.
Did you see like my mime of Wingspan? Like,
yeah.
Guess the game.
You're just like so close to my face. Okay, but I really enjoy Wingspan. I first of all, when I think of Wingspan, I think of the theme, because I think the theme is super nice with this one. It's different from like your usual trading in the Mediterranean Euro game, and it's a light like family style game, I feel like, and I think they hit the nail on the head with doing a great job in that genre, even that is not the most played genre in our house.
Yeah, that's what we play. Yeah, it's a super cool game. We haven't gotten the expansion, haven't gotten to play it yet.
Yeah.
But it's super quick family style game which has just enough strategy and tactics beyond the luck in the game.
Yeah, cool.
So that's Wingspan, your number
19?
19.
Yeah.
My number 18 is Tiny Towns.
Okay, cool.
So another small little game, actually
little.
tiny game. Tiny game, did you
Yeah,
take the
got
joke?
it.
Tiny game, tiny town.
Haha.
Super cool little abstract game where you are building out these buildings. Every turn you get a color, somebody chooses a color, everybody has to build that color, and then you're trying to make different shapes of those colors, and if you make this correct shape, you can take away those and put a building in one of the spaces where the colors were, and you're trying to build different buildings adjacent to other buildings. All the different buildings have different scorings, and you try to not be like it's a super small space where you're building.
Tiny.
It's tiny. It's a tiny grid of tiny spaces. It's not that tiny. It's kind of okay size in the game, and you're trying to kind of do that as long as possible to be able to build enough buildings to be able to score, and not be in that position where you have a lot of cubes which you can't use for anything, and you'll get negative points for everything you haven't done. And it's a super cool game.
Yeah, I really like Tiny Towns. They really gives you like this puzzly feeling, and you have to balance between trying to get the buildings that you want, but also keeping your options open so that the next piece that a player like chooses doesn't screw you over.
Yeah, so you're really trying to make like, okay, if you choose 4 of the 5 colors, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Trying to be in that category. So that's my number 18. That is Tiny Towns. A super cool game.
My number 18 is Crystal Palace.
Cool.
Crystal Palace is a heavy game.
And it's another game we haven't gotten to review it, but it's coming later this month.
I'm excited for that. We played this, and the first time we struggle getting points at all, I think, because you have these dice, but you don't roll them.
Yes.
You set them to which value you want, and you pay for the value. So you want to get a higher dice, but that's really expensive. So you have to like figure out, okay, which action spaces do I need this 4 and 5, and which can I just like gamble that I will manage with a 2 or a 3 or a 1. I think it's cool. Just one luck element that I'm not that hyped about, and that makes it that low on my list.
It's pretty low, like for a game that we thought it would be like maybe more.
Yeah.
Like because it is a heavy game from Fjordlandspiele, which usually make super cool games.
Yeah.
And it's a super cool game, and I agree with you, it's that one luck element that we're gonna go more in depth on in the review when we talk about that. But it's still pretty high on the list.
Pretty high.
So that is your number
18.
18. So my number.
I'm trying to keep count in my head.
My number 17 is Edge of Darkness.
Okay.
This is kind of his like Dominion ramped up. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun with the card crafting element from John DeClaire AEG Games, which first did in Mystic Whale, and this was kind of the first game he made for it. And Mystic Whale was kind of like a way to just do that little thing. There's so much stuff going on here. I enjoy it a lot. It's a bit long, and it's maybe best with 2, which is kind of sad because it is a huge setup. So it's like a lot to set up and a lot to do just to play it with 2 players. 3 is also fine, but it had too long.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun, and you get that Dominion feeling with a couple of more bits to it, which I really like.
Yeah, I really like this game as well. My only complaints about it is the enormous box size and overproduction, but that they didn't have like enough tokens in the box. So
it's always just strange.
But the gameplay itself, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, you can check out the review for that as well.
Do that.
So your number 17.
My number 17.
This is exciting. Like this is some good games.
Yeah, my number 17 is Paladins of the West Kingdom.
Cool.
And this we actually
just reviewed it. Yeah,
just
a couple of days ago, actually.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
And we really liked Architects of the West Kingdom. This is still worker placement, but totally different.
Yeah.
It's almost like multiplayer solitary in the game. You're placing your workers on your own action spaces and trying to score points and building stuff. Yeah.
Doing Euro stuff.
There you
But you
have
can
the
check out the
description.
review to see more in depth about it
Yes.
as well. But Paladins of the West Kingdom, you're
Yeah.
number 17.
Yeah.
My number 16, do you want to know what it is?
No, I don't know what we're...
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It is Crystal Palace.
Okay.
So we already spoke about it.
Already spoke about
It was your
this.
number 17?
Yeah.
No, you're number 18. Or
No.
7. I don't remember now. Like you were just watching the video and
18.
it was your number 18 and my number 16. So I like a tad more than you, but that is my number 16, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, cool. My number 16, this is also a crossover. It's Flotilla. So we
Cool.
already talked about this one. I really like it, obviously.
Yeah, and we did a review for that earlier this week as well.
Yes.
So you can go check that out.
Yeah.
So-
I'm excited how many crossovers we'll have like in total.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting and see how many. Yeah, we have similar tastes, but I know some games are not going to be on your, and probably some games of yours is not going to be on mine. But we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yep.
So that's your number 16,
My number 16.
and my number 15 is The Magnificent,
Okay.
which is a magnificent game. We did a review. You can check that out. That's going to be like the be here because I don't want to make this video go for an hour explaining a lot about these games. But it's a super cool Euro game. Has a lot of
Where
nice
you do
Euro stuff. That's the quote from
It's
the
a
designer.
running gag from like the one of our vlogs in Essen.
Yeah, go watch all of those to find that in there. But you see, like this is, it has a lot of really nice mechanisms. I like the puzzler thing. I always enjoy puzzling tetraminos and making that kind of puzzle. And it's an optimization puzzle, trying to see which actions you need to take in which order to be able to do the most out of the action, especially when you're doing the performance action to perform, because you are a circus artist and you're trying to perform the best possible performances to get victory points and coins.
Yeah, this is so puzzly. I like all of the
Magnificent
things
mechanisms.
in the game is like this puzzly feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all the three actions, but you have to like which order and also making your own scoring. Really good game.
Absolutely, so that's my number 15.
Nice.
Then it's your turn.
So my number 15 is Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
I don't know how you pronounced it. but-
Trismegistus is good, I think.
Yeah. This has been a beast to get into.
Yes.
But once you're into it, it's a really solid game.
Yeah, it
And,
is. The biggest problem is
after-
the rulebook.
Yeah, after playing the first time wrong, and now I really like it. First, we were just like, how do you even get points like at all?
So basically we play the hard version first,
Yeah, we
and
did.
now we're just like, oh, this isn't too
This is
hard.
easy.
It's still super hard. Like, this is a game where you're like, oh, I want to do that now. Oh, no, I can't because of that. But then I want to do that because I can't because of that. So I need to build up that before I can
Yeah,
do
you
that.
have so many
And-
ambitions before the game starts. You're just
Yeah.
like, I'm going to do all of this, and nope.
And everything is like interconnected. So to be able to do this experiment, you need to be on that track, and to be able to be on that track, you need to have been using that kind of essence with transforming things, and it's just like so much stuff going on, and you have to plan it out, and you have to be able to do it in the correct order, or else everything will go to.
Yeah, it's a really, really great game.
I really enjoyed it as well. So that's your number something. This is hard. Remember those numbers. What number is it? It's your number 15.
Yeah.
My number 14 is Awkward Guests,
Oh, yeah.
which is a really.
I like keep forgetting the games that we play before Essen sometimes.
Yeah, like, oh, this exists.
Yeah.
Super cool deduction game, like a pure deduction game with a really nice trading mechanism that I enjoyed quite a bit, and the trying to see what happens and see like, okay, because of it now I know that these guys can't go here to kill the guy, and trying to just deduce more than you actually know, and rush to being the first to answer correctly. Who killed it, where, and with what murder weapon and what motive.
It's a perfect who did it game. I don't know. What is it called?
Yeah.
Murder mystery game. I think it's perfect. I think it's cool when you're trading information with other players. What should you keep? What is not important? Do you think? But the other guys probably have some information. Maybe this card is super valuable to them. Really great game.
That's my number
14?
14.
14?
It's going pretty quick.
Yeah, it is. And it's going even quicker now.
Because it's a crossover.
Because it's a crossover. So my number 14, right? It's The Magnificent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So almost. Like
Almost.
We're almost doing this.
Yeah.
So no crossover dance
No.
yet, but almost a crossover dance.
Yes, we
Which is
will have
something
to
we
keep
do
waiting.
when we have like crossovers. If you haven't seen our last top 10 of the year, we do crossover dances, which are super good choreographed.
Don't hype
dance.
them up
Okay,
because they're nothing special.
They're nothing
really.
special at all.
No.
They're just fun.
Okay.
So your number 13? No, 14.
Yeah.
Is The Magnificent. Sorry.
It's your 13th now.
No, it's my 13. That is The Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth.
Okay, cool.
Which is a game with a long name. It's a super cool game. We really enjoyed it. This is a game that I was unsure if I would like. We got the possibility to play it before it came out. Play the first 3 scenarios or 2 scenarios, I don't remember, which was super cool.
Yes.
And usually then when we have reviewed it, we don't take time out to play it. But when the app came, we just played through the whole campaign in 2 days.
Yes.
Or 3 days or something. But it was super good. I enjoyed it. We haven't really taken it up again and played new campaigns, which I don't think will happen because of games. But I really enjoyed it, and it was, for me, more enjoyable than a Manchester Madness, because Manchester Madness is more like a super, it's so long, and like the scenarios might be better, but it had like a story. I like the branching part where you could choose to go here to do that mission, or choose to go here to do that. Of course, the horrible glittering things you could find, which is always the same things that you explore, which is super bad, like, oh, I'm gonna go explore here. Finding a lore.
Yay!
Super exciting.
But now that you're talking about it, I kind of remember that this game is more than my impression of it in like the last days. I'm just like, oh, you find this glimmering in the ocean. That's the game for
Glimmering
me,
in
like
the woods.
right now.
Glimmering
But
in the
now that you're
trees.
talking about it, I remember how much, and I enjoyed playing it with you.
We had so much fun,
Yeah,
like
we
just
did.
playing through this campaign. Which is like we usually, like you've seen this list, we like Euro games, but we also like these story-driven games.
Yes.
So that's my number 13, right?
Yep.
Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth.
So my number 13 is Tiny Towns.
Okay,
So we already talked about this, but I really like this. It hits the nail on the head of being like this super puzzly but quick and thinky little game. I really enjoy it.
And a game I can teach to anybody, but still
Yes.
have a lot of fun playing.
Yes. It's so simple but so complex.
So usually the end of these lists go pretty quick. So my number 12 is Wingspan.
Yeah.
Your number 12?
My number 12. This is not a crossover yet, at least. My number 12 is Lockup, a role play. What do you call it? Role player game.
Or just go Lockup.
I just wrote Lockup. So this is what do you call it? A worker placement.
It is a worker placement game. Yeah.
I keep forgetting because it has a different feeling because you place workers, but some of them are hidden.
Yes.
And you kind of bid for the actions, and you go like you're not resolving them right away. You're placing everything down, and then you're doing it in like the order of the action spaces.
Yeah.
And you're trying to like get artifacts or something. I don't know what it's called, and like get allies. Something, sets of cards. I don't know what it's called, but
a great
and
description of the game. You're trying to get stuff. Are you trying to get points as well?
Yeah, and not
Points are
like not get all of the negative stuff, because some of the action spaces has negatives if you have like the highest total there. I think it's cool.
Yeah, basically like this has been done
Different.
a lot of times, like with the bidding for actions and the doing it in order, but what is different here is the way you place some of them face down.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot more irritating and a lot more intriguing and a lot more frustrating to play.
Yeah, it could be really AP prone though.
Yeah, and the thing with the game, like, is it's super cool that you get that feeling of, oh, are you trying to bluff me?
Yeah.
Or did you put your 5 there? And in the beginning of the round, like, what did you do there? Do I want to wait and see what other things you end up on the game? Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
So that's your number 12.
12.
So my number 11, which is the end of the list, I'm not used to doing like stopping at 11. My number 11 is also going to go quick. It's Trismegistus.
Okay. That's nice.
It's a great game, and we're going to review it.
My number 11, we're not ending with a crossover here.
Cool, then we actually get to speak about more games.
Yeah, so this is the last talk about games in this video. I'm really excited for the top 10.
Yeah, but there's some great games there as well. Like there's been actually like, I feel like every year, before we do your last, I feel like every year people are like, oh, this is a bad year for gaming. It's like,
Yeah,
how?
people
Like,
are
there's
like
so
this-
many
this
games coming
year,
out,
yeah.
and there's a lot of really good games coming out, and of course, there are going to be a lot of bad games coming out, and especially for us who do reviews of games and play them before a lot of people have reviewed them, because that wouldn't make any sense to review a game a year after it came out, because
Everyone says this is great. We agree.
yeah, because like, and then of course we end up playing more bad games or more
Yeah, or
mediocre
okay
or
games,
more
yeah.
games. But I still think there've been, like, if I do my top 40, that would be all games that I have really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And that's a third of the games that I would play basically
Yeah.
from this year. So
I think that's solid.
and there's still in the 100 last one, there's still games I have liked.
Mm.
So it's not like 100 horrible games and 40 good ones. But let's get to your number 11.
Yeah. My number 11 is Tapestry.
Tapestry. Okay,
Tapestry is we had so much fun with Tapestry. We played it like almost to the brink of getting sick of it. I think,
or more of the brink.
or more.
That top, yeah.
This is quite lucky game.
Yes.
I agree, but I really get a happy feeling playing it, and I think it's really fun, even though it's lucky. But you're basically you're paying resources to moving up on tracks, and there you have an action you can do, and that's the game actually. Yeah.
It's
and
super...
you're building buildings on your capital city to get some more resources and also get points, and yeah, exploring and conquering and building technologies. Yeah, and you also have your own special civilization, which gives you a special power. Those can be a little lucky, and there's been a lot of discussion around this game, but I really enjoy it nevertheless.
Yeah, I really like this as well. It is a bit too much luck based for me.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun playing it. I don't know if I need to play it again. Maybe sometime in the future.
Yeah, in the distant future.
In the distant future, we will probably play this again. So that is your number 11.
Yes.
This went super quick.
It did. We had some crossovers.
Yeah, we did, absolutely.
But I really felt like the games that didn't make my top 20 went into yours, kinda. I think it's nice. And I'm really excited for your top 10.
Yes, this was the warm-up video. So Monday, the top 10 is coming. We hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, we hope
and
so.
we hope that you subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video, so you will get the top 10 on Monday. And more videos to come. We do videos every week, which is fun.
It's real fun.
It is fun. So that is the end of this video right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
And I'm Sarah.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.